All right. Thank you everyone for joining this free webinar on AI ML. This session is open to everyone. So in case if any of your friends or family members you think or the groups might benefit, I just sent you the Zoom link. So please feel free to forward the Zoom link in your groups. Let them also join and then understand what is this AI ML is all about. It's more about spreading the knowledge, awareness. We do these kind of sessions very regularly. 2 days back, we have done one session on the cybersecurity, the importance of cybersecurity, what kind of roles we have in the market. And today we are doing the artificial intelligence and machine learning. Tomorrow we are doing the data analysis on the Power BI and SQL. So we repeatedly do these regular awareness sessions. It's very, very important because technology is evolving exponentially. So it is important to understand the pace at which the technology is changing, and we have to adjust our skills accordingly. Gone are the days where we learn one core skill and then we sit back and relax that, oh, I am very good, I'm super, and nobody's going to beat me. No. So the moment you think that, okay, you are comfortable, that new skills, new technology is coming. So we have to continuously upskill ourselves, enhance our skills. One skill that is really earlier, people call it as, oh, if you have the AI skill, it's nice to have. But gone are the days. If you see recent comment from Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, and he said that AI is no longer a nice to have skill; it is a must have skill. So to such an extent, AI is going to play vital role. So AI is very, very important for every individual, whether you are a university graduate or a project manager or a developer or a tester or a cybersecurity engineer. So in all the roles, how we can make use of AI to make our work activities efficient is very, very important. AI is not going to replace the humans. AI is going to enhance the human efficiency. So we have to understand how can we make use of this AI in our day-to-day activities. For that, we need to understand what is this AI, what is this machine learning, what is this generative AI, and how these features can be used or built in the cloud platforms, right? So we are going to understand all these things. Hi, I just forgot to introduce myself. Sorry, some of you don't know me. Some of you are my old students. My name is Lakshmi. I have 25 years of experience in IT. I reside in Australia. I'm a citizen here, and this is my LinkedIn profile. And I carry a lot of experience. I don't want to go through that now. And we do a lot of training programs regularly, and this is my website. And we provide the hands-on training programs, so job oriented training programs on the data engineering, AI ML, cybersecurity, generative AI, PMP, all the training programs we do in a completely job oriented way. Most of the trainings outside, what we are noticing is like they are like certification oriented or process or theoretical concepts, but in our classes you are going to do the activities, so it's completely hands on. Okay, so we all gathered here today to understand more about the AI ML. We have a new batch that is starting from 13th of December. We will go through that course content later point of time, but let us understand the fundamentals of AI, ML, and how can we make use of those concepts in our day-to-day life. And with us, we have Vamshi, the trainer, and he is going to be our trainer and our coach on AIML. Vamshi is carrying extensive experience of 18 plus years, and he's currently working as an AI scientist in Microsoft. So let us directly hear from him what is this AI, what is the ML, and how this will help all of us. Thank you. Over to you, Vamshi. Oh, Vamshi, I'm making you the co-host. Just 1 minute.
Thank you,
You're
sir.
the co-host. All good.
Okay, hello everyone. And I mean, we are connected from different parts of the globe, so it would be better if I call you. Okay, so fine. Today and before this one, I welcome you all to the session on AI and generative AI. Of course, so speaking about myself, I'm working as an AI research scientist at Microsoft and have an overall of 18 years of experience. And into this particular field, I'm having 10 years of experience as an AI research scientist. And now, so in today's session, we'll dive deep into the concepts of AI. So, what exactly is AI? And again, what is artificial intelligence? What is machine learning? What is generative AI today? Generative AI is a trend, right? And of course, we're also dealing with AI agents, agentic AI. So, I'll give you a brief understanding about what is those things, and again, what we learn as part of a course. So what were our previous students have done as part of this particular course? What kind of projects they have dealt with? What kind of stuff they have learned? I'll also show you all those kind of things here. What kind of projects we'll be doing? Fine. See, it is completely purely some kind of, hybrid kind of learning mode where you will be learning both theoretical and as well as hands-on kind of practical oriented sessions here. All right. So we'll dive into the concepts now. So today AI has become, a must skill. So it is not anymore optional kind of thing, as you people know. So AI is taking the waves, and again, it is making news everywhere, every corner of the world you see, and it is a must have skill, guys. Fine, it is no more an optional kind of concept yet. All right, okay. So, but let us try to understand what is AI. So, I'll give you a beautiful insights into the AI, the world of AI, the space. The AI space, and again, what were the technologies that we had? In this particular, space, and what are we into? That means the present state of AI. So, in which state of AI we are into? Okay, so I'll also discuss that thing. Now, if you ask me the definition in simple words, I'll tell you AI is something which will mimic human intelligence. Fine. So, which mimic human intelligence. Now, what is that? So, what do you mean by mimicking human intelligence? Just like we can see something, we can hear something, we can speak something. Okay, so AI also has that particular abilities. Guys, I request you people do not do in this way. So, it will be a disturbance for me. Fine. Just a minute.
Please don't touch the
All right.
screen.
Fine. Okay. So now let us try to understand what is AI. So AI, also known as artificial intelligence, is a technology which mimics human intelligence. AI refers to the computer systems or machines that can perform complex tasks normally done by human reasoning, decision making, creating, etc. Fine. Now, see, AI is something which is some kind of a powerful system, I can say. It is not anymore some kind of software. It is a collection of multiple things here. All right. AI is see, AI is an umbrella term, guys. Now, you might have heard about multiple technologies in this field, right? Like artificial intelligence and again, machine learning. All right. Then someone speaks about deep learning. Fine. And again, data science. And of course, today we have generative AI. Fine. And of course, we also are speaking about agentic AI. Fine. So there are different buzzwords or keywords in this particular space. So let us try to understand what are these things. But let me tell you, AI is an umbrella term here, meaning it has a lot of sub technologies in this one. So subdomains or technologies you can understand. How AI is implemented today, or it depends upon your requirements here. That means what you're trying to solve. Are you trying to solve any problem statement, or are you trying to create any new product here, or are you dealing with some kind of deployment kind of activity? So it depends upon that one. So what kind of data you have, and what kind of goal or what kind of problem statement you're trying to solve here. But before that, let me, let us dive into some other kind of concepts here. So if you ask me, how does AI work? See, as I told you, AI, mimics human intelligence. So, but actually it works. I mean, uh, it implements some kind of math and statistics kind of logics here, or the mathematics, especially mathematics. Fine. Now it all started with some, the person, Alan Turing. Alan Turing, sorry, Turing in 1950s. All right, AI is not any new kind of technology, guys. We had this concept way back, actually, long back, actually. But again, because of the unavailability of the processing speeds or computing powers, right? Did not had this particular concept. Back actually. Now, 1950s, you can think about the computing powers, right? What kind of computing powers we had at that point of time. But this person, so Alan Turing, so he has, coined the term machine learning. All right. So he coined the term machine learning. All right. So he had some kind of idea like, I mean, can machines think here? Fine. So see, I mean, back in 1950s, the legendary mathematician and one of the fathers of AI. So at that point of time, he was the living legend of AI. So he was also called the father of AI. I mean, Alan Turing. So he raised this question, can machines think here? So this was his ideology or this was his research actually. And that led to different inventions in this particular space here. So I request all of you to just, uh, just open Google. I'll show you one thing. Let me go with images. AI timeline. If you, see, if you type in just AI timeline, right, you get a lot of images here. So let me take any one thing. Let me go with the first one. Then, first, let us try to understand what are the different types of inventions or different things happened in this particular field over a period of time. All right, then I'll tell you, what the industry got adapted to and how it worked here. Fine. So, as I told you, in 1950s, Alan Turing has proposed this particular concept called machine learning. And at this particular time, see, he has, proposed some kind of test called Turing test here. So, according to him, if a machine can trick humans into thinking it is human, then it has some kind of intelligence. All right. So, this is what he has told about. Later on, a lot of inventions had taken place actually. And then again, we had John McCarthy and Tom Mitchell. And again, we had different other persons also. All right. So, famous kind of people into this particular space here. Now, Geoffrey Hinton. So, he's the present father of AI. Geoffrey Hinton, right? So he's the actual person. Now he's the present. So he's the living legend in this particular space. So he has done a lot of research activities. Previously, was associated with Google Brain. The particular AI research division at Google. But now is out of that particular Google Brain because of some kind of reasons actually. So he is still the living legend and the father of modern AI, Geoffrey Hinton. All right. And Alan Turing, he was the first person actually, so to propose that particular machine learning and some other kind of concepts here. So later on, we had different legends in this particular space here. All right. So why I'm telling you, at least you need to know what happened, over a period of time here. So, do not think that, the present state of AI we are into, this was not the case, in 1950s or something, because you people know what are the computing powers and the kind of storages also we had at that particular point of time. Now you might have even heard about, see, this thing, right? A computer was the size of one big room or one big kind of building or something. Fine. Because, see, at that point of time, we had that particular kind of concept here. And based upon that thing, so he has proposed some kind of test. As I told you, right? Turing test here. So the a very best example at that particular point of time, okay, so was a basic calculator. Now you might think, right, what is a calculator? See, what Turing test was proposed, what Alan Turing proposed is he actually, formulated and actually he has designed some kind of test in such a way that so, computer, if it can perform a particular task, so it is some kind of concept of a machine learning. So this is what the research has proposed actually. And at that particular point of time, we had a simple kind of machine, a computer or a basic kind of calculator. So at first, what are the computers or what are the calculating, this particular electronic devices we had, right? It was basically into some kind of arithmetic calculations, and that were the first kind of devices we had actually in the history. Fine. So later on, due to the advancements into this particular field, we had different other kind of inventions here. So that is secondary. All right. So this was the, ideology or the initiative, from where we actually, traveled. Okay. So now today we are into certain phase here. All right. So let me also tell you that. So today, if you look at, right, see, AI, over a period of time and due to the advancements into this particular field and due to the availability of the computer powers today. So now today we are able to leverage the computer powers because of the cloud here. All right. So because of the cloud, everywhere is cloud, right, today. So because of that one, see, we are able to tap in the powerful features of, the computings here. All right. And based upon that, so I can tell you there are three types of AI. AI is basically classified into three different types here. Artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, and artificial super intelligence. So what is ANI? Artificial narrow intelligence. So I would call it as this is the first stage of AI. So where it is also called narrow intelligence. So what do you mean by this is this kind of AI is actually used to solve a particular case, just like Alan Turing proposed the Turing test, right? So even Turing test is also the same thing. It actually is used to solve a particular task here. The same thing goes with this kind of thing. All right. And here at this point of time, I mean, see, we had different inventions here, and of course we are able to tap in the power of AI using some kind of bots or something else. Now we have, I mean, Amazon Alexa, I mean, Apple Siri, of course, and Google Assistant. Of course, we had this one. And this kind of AI, I mean, was dealing in only particular task here. All right. So this was the first kind of stage we had. Now, artificial general intelligence. Saying, what is this one? Now we are
Vamshi,
able to see.
a small
Yes.
small thing. Please don't get me wrong. So that I mean word is getting a little bit repeated. So just let's control that one. Thank you. Yeah, please continue, Vamshi.
Artificial general intelligence. Now, this state of AI is where, I mean, the machine will be having some kind of human consciousness. I mean, more than some kind of human consciousness here. So, what do you mean by that? The best example of this kind of AI is some kind of automated car. Now, I mean, see, you know Tesla cars, right? Automated cars or something, right? So, some kind of driverless cars or something. Now, we have that kind of intelligence. See, first of all, how that intelligence is put into some kind of machine. Fine. So you would have to think about that one. And based upon that one, see, now if you take the case of Tesla car, so it can ride by itself without any instructions here. So if you set some kind of source and some kind of target, right, it can take you through your destination through different kinds of routes that you set it. Fine. Now, but again, see, I mean, there are a lot of things that it has been trained here. See, that is an AI model. We call it as an AI model. And that AI model has been trained on different aspects here. So, first of all, if there is any kind of object comes in between, so it has to identify that one. That object can be anything. It can be a simple, I mean, see, a human, it can be some kind of animal, or it can be some kind of any kind of vehicle also. All right. So if it comes in between, how to, I mean, stop that thing, how to identify basically before stopping that one. And if there is any kind of signal systems, okay, so it has to also follow the particular traffic rules here. And then where it has to take some kind of diversion, so that means left turn, right turn, or something, it has to also follow that instructions here. So we put those kind of intelligence into this particular machine. So there is lot of things which is involved in this particular kind of concept here. So this particular stage of AI is some, I mean, it is equivalent to some kind of human being, I can say. Of course, see, I mean, see, we even have to deal with it, I mean, in different areas, I mean, different perspectives here. But right now, we are into this particular stage here. As part of AI, right? We are into this particular state here, artificial general intelligence. Fine. And what is artificial super intelligence? So every company today or every tech, I mean, big tech kind of companies, right? Whether it is Google, Microsoft, I mean, you take it, Apple, whatever you name it, all right? So they are, I mean, eyeing for this particular AI, this particular form of AI, artificial super intelligence. So it is complete machine consciousness. So what do you mean by this? See, AI, this kind of I mean, is a very powerful form of AI, so which overtakes human in terms of intelligence and everything. And if this is into reality, right? See, first of all, it has to be used in a proper way. If not, it will be a destruction. Right? I can tell you that one. And many Hollywood movies have been inspired and been made on this particular concept, right? Artificial super intelligence, whether it is iRobot, Lucy, or any other kind of, I mean, movies you take it. All right. So we are into this particular state here, and we need to tap in. I mean, see, we are not fully tapped this particular features also. So there is a lot of time. I mean, see, before we move into this particular, before we step into this particular kind of state here. All right. So there are a lot of things. Even Tesla car is also regularly updating itself in different ways here. Fine. So that is the present state of AI we are into now. Fine. Now, as I told, AI is something which mimics human intelligence. So it actually, see, I'm some kind of cognitive abilities. Just like we can see something, we can speak something. All right, we can speak to someone else. Okay, so we can understand something, we can analyze something, right? Even AI can also perform the same thing except taste here. All right, so it can taste something, right? So that is the kind of, I mean, cognitive abilities we have. So what is vision? See, vision is something where it can see something, right? Now, today AI is employed. I mean, the kind of AI intelligence is employed in different systems where it can see something. Especially, let us take the case of traffic signals here. So, in popular cities like New York, all right, so London, and again, even in India, and again in Sydney, also, we have this kind of traffic signals where they are equipped with some kind of AI-enabled cameras here. So they automatically detect some kind of objects, and again, they also issue some kind of automated challenge. Guys, I'm really requesting you people, please, what is this one? You tell me. What is this?
Hello everyone. Please be careful in touching the screen. And if you are here to disturb the actual live free webinar with a bad intention in your mind, I have to block you permanently. Please be careful. Okay, we are doing it free of cost, and a lot of groundwork has been done. And I pulled the trainer from Microsoft. So let's be careful in what we do. If you have questions, please ask in the WhatsApp chat, sorry, in the chat window, but please don't try to disturb the class. Thank you. Sorry, Vamshi, go ahead.
Yeah, so we were discussing about the cognitive ability. So I told you about the use case of vision here. See, AI is not any myth, guys. So now it is a reality and it is implemented in different ways today. All right. And let me tell you, see, we are living with AI. All right. We are not living in this. Like, for example, we are not, see, indirectly, directly or indirectly, we are using AI in our day-to-day activities. I'll also tell you how. Fine. Now you'd be searching something over Google search, right? So, I mean, there is AI. I mean, in the background, I mean, a powerful machine learning algorithm is running. All right. And then you purchase some kind of products over online kind of portals. Or, for example, let us take the case of Amazon. Now they also give you some kind of product recommendations, right? So people who have bought this kind of product, they also purchase so and so kind of product. So it also gives you some kind of recommendations here. Fine. And then see, we are also, speaking to the bots, and again, the bots are also understanding our language well. Fine. And we are also able to deal with AI in our day-to-day, or in our work areas as well, like analyzing some kind of data or something. Fine. And see, AI is also giving you some kind of, today we have the concept of generative AI, where AI is also giving you some kind of analyzing capacities. Okay. So, see, this is the powerful features of AI we have today. Okay, so all these are the cognitive abilities of AI. So, whether it is vision, speech, hearing, language generation, learning, analytical thinking abilities, NLP, the language of bots. So, where it understands the human language here and give some kind of responses here. So, today, Google search, if you take it right, so it has all the features here. Now compare it with the Google search. So when we had the in its initial concept here, initially when Google search was launched, right, it only had some kind of, a simple search engine. It was just a simple search engine. Then later on, they had the features of some kind of searching it through some kind of image. Okay, later on, now we also can search it through voice here. So voice is some kind of deep learning technique here. Fine. Now, so this is the cognitive abilities of AI. Then, if you look at examples of AI, there are a lot of examples. So don't think that these are the only few examples we have. Okay. Again, let me tell you. See, now coming to the case of AI and the sub technologies we have, right? AI and its subfields here. So AI, as I told you, is an umbrella term. So we have a lot of other subfields in the field of AI. So machine learning, data science, deep learning, generative AI. So these are the new form. See, these are the traditional ways of AI where AI is used in different areas here. Fine. And again, as I told you, it depends upon what kind of data you have, and again, what are the requirements you need to. You are solving here. For example, you might be creating a new product itself, or you might be wanting to predict some kind of things from the data you have. All right, or you might want to classify something, or you're creating some kind of recommendation engines which recommend certain products or something else here. Fine. So, see, AI, see, is implemented, based upon what kind of things you're trying to solve or what are the requirements you have actually. Now, if you take the case of machine learning is a subset of AI which actually predicts something from the data you have. First of all, it is being trained on the particular data, and then later on, it gives you some kind of inferences and predicts you something. Fine. So that is machine learning. Now, deep learning again for solving complex problems in your data, right? For example, if you have some kind of images or some kind of audio, video kind of things, right? Okay, so you can, use deep learning kind of concepts here. Now, data science is where I want to give, see, let's say, for example, I have some kind of product recommendations here. So let me tell you with a simple example. So how these fields are used collectively here. All right. Let me give you a simple explanation. Let's say, yeah, just give me a minute. Right. So now let me give you some kind of sales inference here. So we have some kind of sales data here. All right. Sales data, weekly sales data. All right. Now in weekly sales data, we have some kind of sales values in this way. So say week one, you got almost all, let's say for example, $5,000. All right. $5,000 here. And week two, listen carefully. So how data science and machine learning are implemented here, I'll tell you in a simple way. So week two, let's say you almost all got $10,000, $10,000. And week three, you got just $2,000. All right. And what about week four here? Now, what we do in real world is in order to analyze such kind of data, right? So we actually plot this particular data. So it will be easier for everyone to understand here. Let's say, let me go with the sales on some kind of y-axis. So we oftenly plot something in this particular field. See, visualization is also very, very important so that, the end users can easily understand here. So let me go with week one here and let me go with week two and let me go with week three. Right. So now let's say, for example, let me also divide this into 1K and this is, let's say, for example, 3K and this is 5K and this is 10K. And let's say, for example, this is 12K. All right. So let me divide the y-axis into some kind of sales here because I want to plot some kind of sales here. All right. Sales here. So here it is weekly data. Fine. Now, in simple terms, I can plot this particular data in this. So week one, according to the data that I have, see, this is the data I'm having. So 5,000 here. Fine. So let me draw it in a simple bar chart. All right. So guys, see, this is just a simple figure I'm telling you. So just bear this. Okay. So week two, it is almost all $10,000. So let me put it in a neat bar chart in this way and see week three, it is almost all $2,000. Fine. Now see, let me ask you a question here. So if I ask you, what is the how the sales pattern is going on? So what will be your answer from this particular plot? So we can clearly say that, see, week one, comparing week one to week two, there is rise in sales here. Fine. So there is rise in sales here. But after this, the sales has been exponentially dropped here. So it is decreasing here. Fine. So overall, I can say that, see, we are making some kind of losses here. Fine. Now, there are two types of questions here. So if I ask you, what is the reason for loss? Okay. So reason for loss here. See, we know that, let me tell you guys, reason for loss. All right. And then if I ask you another question, what could be the sales per week four? Right. So what is this one? Now see, reason for loss is some kind of data science technique. So here we need to apply data science technique. That means, in data science, we go with some kind of statistical procedures here. So we will find out the reasons. So why there is a loss here. So why there is a decline in sales here. Now there could be a lot of reasons for this one. So either there could be due to high prices of the product that the customers are not purchasing that particular product, or it might be due to the bad reviews from the customers also, or there could be also other reasons as well. So here we apply some kind of statistical techniques here. All right, statistical techniques, statistical techniques here. Then what about sales per week four? Sales per week four is nothing but this is some kind of prediction, right? Or forecasting. right? Forecasting. Now, this is done usually using ML here, all right? ML. So, this is where we apply the concept of ML, machine learning. So now let us try to understand the concept here. See, based upon the data, right? Now, if you have one particular problem statement, so we apply some kind of AI technique in a one perspective way. All right. Now, if you are forecasting something, if you're predicting something, all right. So then we also apply AI in a different way. So which is also called machine learning here. So it depends upon the kind of problem statement that you're dealing with. And again, see what you're trying to solve here. Now, let us dive with the powerful concept of AI, so which is the backbone of AI. In fact, if you call me, it is the backbone of AI. Machine learning is the backbone of AI. So without machine learning today, there is no concept of AI at all. All right. So machine learning is considered as a subset of artificial intelligence. So it is the process of using mathematical models of data to help a computer learn without direct instruction. Machine learning uses algorithms to identify patterns within data, and those patterns are then used to create a data model that can make predictions here. See, this is a very, very important concept here. Fine. So because see, now what is machine learning in simple ways is machine identifies the patterns in the data and then it can give you some kind of results here. It could be a prediction or it could be some kind of classification or it could be any identifying some other kind of data patterns here. Fine. But again, let me tell you guys, the more you train it, the better it gives you some kind of accuracy. Simple, I mean, as simple as that. So let's say, for example, no, the more we train, right? Okay, the more we get better at some kind of concept here. So machine learning is also the same thing. Fine. If you train it in a more different way, and again, see, the more data you train it, right, the better it becomes here, and it can give you a better result here. So machine learning actually works on that one. And see, it has some kind of techniques here. So we have some kind of techniques called supervised learning. Okay, so unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. So we have different other kind of techniques. So we'll dive into that particular concept in our course actually. So what is exactly that one? But again, I'll also share you. I mean, see what is the patterns here. What are the different techniques here? So as I told you, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So supervised learning is where we actually try to instruct it, how to perform some kind of predictions or what is some kind of data. So especially we use this kind of technique in order to predict something like in regression and again classification. Now unsupervised learning is where we ask the machine learning to give us some kind of patterns in the data. So in real world, we use this in some kind of clustering patterns here. Now, if you go to retail section, right, a retail kind of industry, you purchase some kind of products here. So retail, they give you some kind of, customer loyalty benefit programs or some kind of cards here. So they divide the customers into different groups and see, they want to identify which of the customer groups can give them more number of sales here. Fine. So this is the patterns they go with because see, now it is a common trend in wherever you go across the globe here. Let me tell you guys, let's say the persons who purchase or give some kind of sales in this space. So between 500 to let me go with $5,000 here. All right. And again, see 5,001 to let's say, let me go with 20,000 and then 20,001 to 30,000. All right. Or let me go with 50,000 here, 50,000 and $50,000 plus. $50,000 plus year. Let me divide the sales portions into this particular groups here. Now it is a common trend that most of the customers will be falling under this particular category wherever you go across the globe. Fine. The purchasing patterns or the sales that we get from the customers, right? So more number of sales I'll be getting from this particular customer groups here because I can hardly, get a customer who can give me $50,000 plus when he visits particular retail store. Can you imagine a person or some kind of customer? So they will be some kind of business owners or high income people or something. But see, lot of customers, almost all 80%, 80 to 85% of the customers will fall under this particular category. And that is where this clustering technique is applied. This unsupervised learning technique is applied in real world. I'm telling you all this real world example. These are not any some kind of myth or some kind of vague examples, guys. This is being implemented in real world. Because see, why retailers divide the data in this way is they want to identify the customers groups here. Because see, when a new product is launched in the market, right, they can easily identify which of the customers would be giving them lot of sales here. Now, it is very obvious, right? This particular category of customers will give me lot of sales. Yes or no? See, I can hardly expect some kind of particular sales in this particular category, $50,000 plus year. See, these are high income people. They'll be certainly giving me certain kind of, sales here. But let's say now there is a Thanksgiving, and next month we do have Christmas here. So there will be a lot of customer promotional offers here. So discounts or something else here. If in case they want to give some kind of sales like up to 60% off, 80% off, right? So they would be obviously targeting this particular group, right? Not this particular group, because this person will obviously give me no need to put some kind of discounts or some kind of promotional offers for this particular customers here, right? So that is the reason they actually identify the customers based on certain patterns in the data. So what are their purchasing behavior, what are their interest into. If a particular person has purchased some kind of mobile phone, right, so why he has purchased that one. So companies are also behind this particular logic also, because if they understand this particular pattern, right, this particular trend, right, so they can easily market, they can market the right kind of customer, all right, right kind of target to the the right kind of product to the right kind of customer here. And if they do in that way, obviously there would be lot of sales they would be making here. And even the customer satisfaction will also be increasing here. So this is what every retailer or every organization wants today. That is where machine learning is employed here. And as I told you, supervised learning is where regression, that is forecasting. It could be sales prediction, or it could be some kind of weather prediction, or it could be anything else. Let's say I want to analyze what could be the next week sales of Apple iPhone 17 and Samsung Galaxy phones or TCL kind of phones here. So I want to find out what could be who will be the winner here. All right. So likewise, there are different techniques in machine learning. So where it is applied on the data here. So these are all the ML techniques that we apply. Now, reinforcement learning is where we apply this concept in the AI agents here. So this is some kind of other advanced concept. We'll learn that later. Fine. Now, today, if you look at the usages of machine learning, facial recognition. Now, facial recognition, as I told you, in security cameras or some other kind of aspects, these are used here. Product recommendations, Amazon, Netflix. Let us take the case of Netflix, guys. Netflix recommends you the movies or the web series based upon the genres that you're interested, right? So that is some kind of product recommendation. Even Amazon also, gives you some kind of product recommendations here. Email automation, Gmail spam filter. It is not any myth, right? It is you are seeing that in reality. Gmail spam filter. Before that particular, ML kind of algorithm, right? Before you receive some kind of mail, it automatically scans that entire body. And if it finds some kind of different keywords, now in some kind of mail, see, if you open your spam folder, right, you can see lot of, different kinds of mails here, like adult related keywords or some kind of Bitcoin or something. Today, Bitcoin and everything is purely some kind of scam here. All right. So they'll send you some kind of information. You click on this particular link, and again, so you will be getting one Bitcoin or two Bitcoin something. So this is purely spam here. All right. So those kind of keywords, it will automatically find out, and it will see, send that email to your directly to your inbox or to the spam folder here. Email automation. Financial accuracy. Now, financial institutions like banks and again insurance fields. So they are using machine learning in order to identify fraud detections or some other kind of issues here. Fine. And again, social media optimization. So today, again, social media, like many different platforms we have. Instagram is the latest trend here. All right. So it is also using AI. And healthcare is other biggest sector where it is implementing this AI in some kind of form. So like machine learning and deep learning, they're collectively using that one. Because see, they have to detect, if a person could get cancer or diabetes or some other kind of disease here. All right. So they can also detect them early and they can suggest the right kind of treatment in the right time here, timely treatments here. All right. Speech recognition. So you're able to speak to some kind of different bots today. Autonomous vehicles, as I told you, the concept of Tesla cars here. See, in all these kind of cases, machine learning is employed in some kind of way. Fine. So as I told you, see supervised learning. So here is where we try to instruct the machine to perform a particular task here. Then unsupervised learning is where we give it some kind of data. It automatically recognizes it. What is that particular the is actually. All right. So we'll discuss more of this concept. We'll try to discuss it in the later part here. When we start with our actual sessions here in detail, we'll learn about that one. Fine. Then we have the concept of deep learning. Now, what is deep learning? So now in machine learning, we had some kind of data and we use that data to predict something or classify something. Or let's say we have some kind of customer data. I want my machine learning algorithm to give me some kind of clustering technique so that I can divide the customers and market them the right kind of products here. So that is where machine learning is employed in that kind of way. But today, if you look at, we also have data in some other kind of way today. Let's say images. audio, video. All right. So this kind of data also we have. Now, let me tell you, see, we also have some kind of form of AI, like for example, where it can identify the objects. Let's say, as I told you, the case of New York traffic signals, right? So we have AI enabled cameras here. So their deep learning technology is involved here, applied. Fine. So we have some kind of computer vision kind of technology which can scan the objects directly, and it can see, it can even identify who is violating some kind of traffic rules, and it can issue automated challenge or some kind of fines here. Fine. So that is the kind of AI we are implementing today. We have here. All right. So deep learning is a concept which actually works on this concept using the concept of neurons which we have in our human brain. Now, if you remember, see, when we are in our childhood days, right, we used to learn some kind of technique in a continuous way, like A for apple, A for apple, A for apple, in this way, right? Every one of us have learned through that kind of phase itself. Fine. Now, here deep learning also applies the same kind of technique here. Now, when you have some kind of image, right? I mean, it actually tries to understand that particular image, the pixels and everything in the same way here. It applies the concept of artificial neural networks in order to understand and extract complexities in the data and then identify that particular image or something else. So deep learning, we have NLP, we have computer vision, we have beautiful other technologies where it is applied for complexities, different complex kind of aspects here. Fine. Now, if you go with deep learning kind of applications, right? Again, see Tesla cars. I told you, right? Self-driving cars, Tesla cars. So Tesla cars is a perfect kind of example where deep learning and machine learning are both employed there. And as I told you, we do have some other kind of things also. Let me tell you guys, see, one thing I would tell you, AI doesn't work in isolation. Fine. AI doesn't work in isolation. So meaning AI works, I mean, collectively. It's not that you, I mean, apply data science separately. It's not that you apply machine learning separately. It's not that you apply deep learning separately. Now, for example, let's go with some kind of Tesla car here, automated car. Fine. Now, in order to understand the objects which comes in between while it is traveling on the road or something, right? Their deep learning technologies apply. But in order to understand the past data and some kind of, I mean, route optimization and something. So let's say, I mean, you want to reach to your office. There are three routes here, fine? So machine learning can help you suggest which is the best route here, optimization technique, fine? So we see what I'm trying to say is AI doesn't work in isolation. AI works in collection here. That means, I mean, so you collectively apply AI on the kind of data you have. So only the difference that what kind of problem statement you're trying to solve here. Fine. So that is AI. Don't think that, I mean, so AI works in a different way or separately here. So we apply AI in multiple techniques here, multiple ways here. Then we have the concept of something called generative AI. So today, generative AI is a latest trend, right? So we have generative AI. But what is generative AI? Generative AI. So in short, I can tell you it is where we generate, okay, generate using AI. But what do you generate basically? See, we generate something in the format of code, in the format of text here, and in the format of image. And then we also generate something in the format of, let's say, audio, all right, and again, video. So this is where we are trying to generate a user-defined content using generative AI. So this is some kind of technique or advanced technique of AI, where again some kind of machine learning and deep learning techniques are involved, especially deep learning techniques are involved here. Fine. So we have something called now. Let's say I want to ask it in order to help me with some kind of code here. Let me also show you that. See, now we have a lot of things here. We have ChatGPT, we have from Microsoft, we have Copilot here. From Google, we have Gemini and something else. Fine. So let me, for example, so this is some kind of Copilot. You can also, I mean, look at in your browsers also, Edge browsers here. So we have something. Now I'll type in some kind of question. Hey, please help me with writing a Python code to finding Fibonacci series. All right. So if I type in something, right? See, I'm asking it to give me a code to find, I mean, Fibonacci series here. See, it will automatically generate me some kind of code here. Fine. So this is where, see, look at this one. So this is some kind of generative AI kind of assistant here. So this is a generative AI tool. And Microsoft has this particular Microsoft Copilot, which has been embedded in all the Microsoft applications here. Fine. Now you can make use of this one in order to generate a user-defined code, or let's say you can use it in different ways also. Now, generative AI is also used by everyone in every field. We can use the generative AI in order to help us. I mean, see, in order to assist us in some kind of way. Now, developers can use this particular generative AI concept in order to go with some kind of code deployments, or let's say, for example, code enhancements or something. On the other hand, like a content developers or some people, I mean, social media people, so they can use generative AI in order to go with, designing some kind of, images or something, product related images, or let's say they want to, write some kind of content for their blogs or some kind of product related things here. All right. So you can also generate some kind of images, audio, video in this kind of format here. Fine. So this is some kind of AI. I mean, where now this is the present trend here. All right. So you are able to generate something using artificial intelligence. So you generate some kind of user-defined content, which is in this particular format here. Fine. And now the backbone of generative AI is what we call as an LLM, also called large language model. Fine. Large language model, LLM. So which is also called large language model. Fine. Now, what is this LLM? See, in fact, ChatGPT is an LLM model. We call it as an LLM. I mean, Google Gemini, it is also some kind of LLM here, right? So LLM is some kind of concept where it has already been trained on the vast amounts of data. Now, all see how the generative AI applications is able to generate few things here, whatever you're asking, right? Now, I asked it to generate some kind of Fibonacci series. So it has generated me some kind of code. But how it is able to do that one? How it is able to even give you the related result here? So it has already been pre-trained on vast amounts of data. How vast is the data? Billions and trillions of data parameters here, which is publicly available on the net or through some kind of books or something else. All right. So they have already been trained on this particular platforms here, and that is the reason they are able to give you this particular kind of code here. All right. See, generative AI applications are powered by language models, which are a specialized type of machine learning model that you can use to perform natural language processing tasks like classifying natural language text, summarizing text, generating new natural language. LLMs are trained with vast quantities, billions or even trillions of text that represents a wide range of general subject matter, typically by sourcing data from the internet and other generally available publications. Now you're speaking to bots, guys. See, ChatGPT, what is that one? So why it is called as a chat here? See, GPT is some kind of LLM kind of technology. All right. So generative pre-trained transformer. But what is chat here? Why we are calling it as a chat here? So because see, we can, we can even speak to it. I mean, we can chat with it, right? We can't speak to it, but we can chat with it. Of course, today they also have some kind of feature where we can even speak to it. Fine. Let me also show you that. So chat GPT, let's say I'll open my account here. See, let me ask you some see, let me ask it some kind of question. So how generative AI works now, I'll tell you. Look at this, guys. Let me ask it some kind of simple question like how it is being trained here. Now, ChatGPT is being trained on some kind of model here, all right? And then Google also uses some other kind of model in order to train its AI model here. So we call them as LLMs here. So let's say, hey, please tell me what is the capital of France? Fine. What is the capital of France here? Now, see, we know that the capital of France is Paris here. Fine. But what I'm trying to say is, see how it is able to give you the result. I'll explain you now. If I simply type in this one, right? The capital of France is Paris. But if I add the same question to Google, so what does it say? Let me copy this. See, it is not only giving you this particular result as Paris, but is also generating some kind of images here. Whereas GPT application is not here. Because see, Chat GPT is being designed in some kind of way. And see, it is generally basically used as some kind of chat application. All right, you ask it some kind of question. So what are the question I'm asking, right? So that is called as a prompt here. Now you might have also heard about prompt engineering, right? Prompt engineering. Fine. So now what are the question I'm asking it, right? It is basically called as a prompt here in its terminology, prompt. Now, when I'm giving it some kind of prompt, right, how does it work here? And again, how does this Google work here? So both of them have been trained in different things. See, both are generative AI applications only, but it depends upon the kind of data and again the kind of LLM that they have been trained here. Fine. I'm I'm once again repeating, guys, please do not disturb the session here in that way. Fine. Again, now, let me tell you, see, so over a period of time, right? Now, AI can be described in this particular way. So, traditional AI, modern AI, and generative AI. Traditional AI, where we had this concept in 1950s, right? So, as I told you, it was purely worked on the concept of rule-based systems. So, this kind of AI was actually task-oriented. So, it was used to perform a particular task. It used to solve a particular task here. But modern AI, sorry, use the concept of machine learning and deep learning because of the advancements into this particular field and because of the computing powers we are having today. And generative AI is the latest trend here. So over a period of time, you can see how AI got evolved here. All right, over time here. So it took a lot of years, guys. It is not any like, for example, a new kind of thing. Because see, let me tell you, it took a lot of years to reach up to this particular level. Fine. Because in the initial phase, AI had some kind of ability. It was used in a particular kind of concept here. Fine. Over a period of time, right, it got evolved in different ways here because of the inventions or because of the different advancements in this computing or storaging capacities here and the ability to be analyzing some kind of data. So today we can leverage the powerful features of AI using cloud here. Fine. So, I mean, you can look at this one. So what I'm trying to say is, see, in order to apply AI, right, first of all, you need to understand what is the pattern. I mean, like, for example, what is that you're trying to solve here? All right, what is your problem statement here? And then you can think of about applying some kind of AI in a different way here. Now, one such kind of application I'll show you. So, like what kind of things, I mean, so our previous students have, I mean, done some kind of projects I'll show you. So let me show you something. Mm, Jupyter Notebook. Let me go with this. I'll show you project, guys. So what our previous students have performed and what they have done on a project here. So we had a, I mean, project about Uber Eats. Now in US, I mean, so it is very, I mean, see, we have this food aggregator, right? Uber Eats here. So where you, I mean, book some kind of, I mean, where you purchase some kind of food online or order some kind of food online. Fine. So we have this one case study. So what you can understand from that particular project, what kind of things you can extract from that particular data, let me show you now. Right. See, so this is Uber Eats, I mean, project. So the data has been taken from Kaggle, and I'll also tell you how we'll be working with the data, from where we'll be extracting the data, and something. Fine. Now, here is where they have applied some kind of exploratory data analysis, some kind of data science related techniques here, that is statistics and some kind of visualization techniques in order to identify the patterns inside the data. All right. So let me show you this one, guys. See, we have this data. Now you have some kind of data in this way. You have customer ID, you have restaurant name and cuisine type, cost of the order, day of the week, rating, food preparation time, and delivery time. Now, what you can understand with this kind of data. So, what kind of analysis you can make out of this data? So, Uber Eats has approached you. Now, you're working as a data scientist or an ML engineer. Let us try to understand in this way. Now, if they approach you and if they ask you to give some kind of inferences on the data, or I mean, to suggest them some other kind of ideas where they can improve their sales here, improve their business here. All right. So, what kind of suggestions or what kind of recommendations you give? So, first you have to understand the data, what is happening in the data. Then you can give some kind of suggestions, right? Now, you do have different restaurants here. So now not every restaurant will be getting the same kind of orders here. So people might be ordering some kind of food from a particular restaurant many number of times here. Fine. So this is one kind of analysis. So let us look at this one. See, this is the project they have done, our previous students here. Now, first of all, how many rows of data we have? See, 1898 rows of data, 9 columns of data we have. And then look at this one. So this is some kind of data set information we have. And first of all, they're trying to identify whether this particular data set is having any kind of missing values. Because see, if we have missing values, we have to deal with them in some kind of way. Even in database also, if you have null values, right, you actually try to replace them with some other kind of values. Generally in reporting, we actually do it in this way. Fine. Then, I mean, if you go with this summary statistics, so this is very, very important in order to understand what is happening inside your data. Fine. So summary statistics. Now, here we apply some kind of statistical techniques like mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and something. So we'll also learn this kind of techniques in detail as part of the course here. Because as a data scientist or even as an AI engineer, right? So those are the primary skills you need to possess. The simple math and statistics. And let me tell you guys, see, we'll learn it in a fun, really fun way here. All right. So do not think that again. See, do not. I mean, again think that I need to again learn maths or something else. Okay. So I'll really make you learn in a fun way here. Well, beautiful examples here. Fine. So now look at this thing. Now find how many orders are rated and not rated. Now let's say it is a common factor that people would be rating certain kind of food or they'll also not rate here. So out of the data that we have and what are the kind of ratings they have given. See, now out of on a scale of 0 to 5, we have this particular ratings here. So people have rated almost all, they have given ratings like 588 where the rating is 5 here. That means see, 588 orders have been given the rating of 5 and 386 orders have been given the rating of 4 and again 188 orders have been given the rating of 3 here. So that means you have some kind of information. So you know, oh, what are the ratings that we got here? So this tells you something about the rating kind of information. So let us also try and find out, how many products or sorry, how many orders have not been given some kind of rating here. So, see, there is some kind of command. So we will also try to understand this Python commands also. So we'll start with Python here. I'm just trying to tell you what they have done in this particular project here. Fine. And see, they also see, I now I just want to find out the number of orders per restaurant here. So as I told you, certain orders, see, certain restaurants might be receiving a lot of orders here. Certain restaurants might be receiving only one order here. So you also have that kind of information. Fine. And now if I try to plot it, right, see, this is how the data looks like actually. But let me go with the other thing. See, number of orders per cuisine type here. Now, out of the orders, customer orders, right? Out of all the customer orders, which is that particular recipe or let's say, for example, cuisine type. So where they're ordering the most here. So what you can say from this one, from this particular data? So we can say that this particular bar here. So what is this bar? This is American. So American kind of cuisine type is the most ordered kind of dish. All right. And then the after that we have Japanese here. Fine, you can see this particular bar here. What are the least one? The least one, I think it is Vietnamese. Okay, so you can look at this one, Vietnamese. Fine. So from this information, that means from this particular data that we have, right? So if we plot things, right, we can get to know this kind of information. So what you can tell to that Uber Eats or some other, see, those kind of people. So you can tell them that, so people are ordering this particular cuisine type a lot here. And this particular cuisine type, like for example, now very in small numbers here. So what you can do, you can put some kind of promotional offers on this particular thing. Anyways, people are interested to purchase this particular, cuisine type here. So no need to put some kind of promotional offers. Hardly you can give 10% discount or something. But here, if you give them 30 to 40%, right? So you can see some kind of sales here. Fine. So this is the kind of things you have to write it here. See, not just merely finding out, you have to tell them what can be the suggested answer here. All right. So you can plot it in different ways here. Then find the minimum, maximum, and median cost of orders using distribution plots here. Minimum. So what are the cost of orders here? Because why this is important is, see, now minimum cost of the order is $4.47. Likewise, the maximum cost is 35.41. So what I can suggest here is, if you give some kind of promotional offers to this particular some kind of products, some kind of dishes, right? So see, if this cost can be reduced, obviously you can see a lot of sales here also. Fine. So this is what you have to suggest it. And then see, Now, how many orders? I mean, so you got number of orders per day of the week here. So during the day of the week, so day of the week, I mean, see, like, I mean, are you getting more number of orders in which days here, weekdays or weekends here? So it is a common thing that, I mean, during the weekends, we get a lot of sales here. Why? In the weekdays, I mean, so we see normal sales here. So what you can suggest them, you can also put some kind of promotional offers here. And on the weekends also, in order to still improve the sales here, we can improve, I mean, we can put other additional promotional offers here. All right. So then again, now again, let's say MNC, the products have been rated in this way. So you could also suggest something in that one. And food preparation time. So food preparation time is where you can suggest them in order to reduce this preparation times here. Fine, minimum food preparation time is 20 minutes. So if I can make it to 15 minutes in some kind of way, I'm not telling every dish could be made in the same way, but again, see, if we can decrease this particular time slot, right? So then obviously, I mean, you might be getting a lot of ratings. I mean, see, at least you will be getting a rating of 4 or 3, if not, not given. See, here if you look at, right, see, the rating is not given. But we can see some kind of people might be giving some kind of rating less 3 or 4 if we decrease that food preparation time or something. All right. So we can see some more ratings here. Likewise, what you can do, you can also improve what are the top 5 restaurants here. So I just want to look at the top 5 restaurants or top 10 restaurants here, whatever it could be. Fine. So top restaurants are Shake Shack. So they have almost all received 219 orders in a single day. And Meatball Shop, so 132, and Blue Ribbon Sushi, and it is 119. So likewise, I mean, so you can look at now. The other thing is, which is the popular cuisine on weekends here. Popular cuisine is again the American, followed by Japanese, and then we have Italian, Chinese here. And then during the weekdays also American is topping the list here with 169 orders here, and again followed by Japanese here 135. So what you can do, Japanese and Chinese, if you put additional promotional offers, right, or if you go with some kind of discounts or some other kind of additional offers, so you can even see further sales in this particular kind of orders here. All right. So what percentage of the orders cost more than $20 here? All right, what percentage? So almost all 29.4, I mean, percentage here. What is the mean order delivery time? Order delivery time is from the time the customer has ordered some kind of food and till the time he has received that particular food, right? So if we can decrease this particular time here, 1.5 minutes here, fine. It is, I mean, see, very huge time, right? So if we can decrease this particular time, obviously we can see good ratings here and again further improve in sales here. All right. And then see, uh, okay. So other thing, plot cost of the order per cuisine type using a box plotter. Order, see, cost of the order per cuisine type here. So, I mean, see, you can look at this one, which is costing you a lot here. So you can look at this information. So this one, Chinese. See, of course, it is also Southern. I mean, so you can also look at this one, Indian. All right. So we have, I mean, see, again, Japanese and Mexican are also rating well. I mean, even American also, you can, it is also rating well here. And there are even certain other, I mean, orders here. So where they're ordering some kind of, I mean, high rated here. So we can discuss this one later. What is exactly this one? Fine. Now again, so put preparation time per cuisine type here. So you can look at this particular data. So we'll try to learn all this kind of statistical plots, how to understand that particular plot, and again write your inferences here. See, in data science or machine learning, not only finding out some kind of inferences from the plot here, you should also write your inferences, what you have found out from that particular plot here, so that the end users can understand here. Now, you might be knowing what is machine learning, you might be applying some kind of statistical technique, but the end user will not understand that one. Fine. So you clearly have to write here. Now, let's say this is the plot here. So, right, written something. Southern food seems to take the longest time, and Korean food seems to take the shortest to prepare here. See, this is Korean, so it is taking, I mean, very small time. But if you look at the Southern, so where is this one? See, Southern time. And again, Thai also. Thai is also taking a lot of time here. Fine. So now what we can suggest them is, if we can suggest them to bring this preparation time or decrease this preparation time, right? We can see some more number of sales in this particular cuisine type here. All right. So likewise, look at this one. And if you look at the relationship between the day of week and delivery time. So during the weekdays, right, it is very faster, but in the weekends, because there will be a lot of orders, right? So it is taking some kind of time here in order to deliver the food here. So we can even suggest some kind of ways to decrease this particular time slots here. All right. Then finally, So what are the inferences that you'll be writing here? See, you have to write some kind of conclusions and again recommendations here. Fine. So this is how our previous students have worked on this particular project here. So this is one of the beautiful projects they have even worked here. And likewise, we also have certain other kind of, projects also, guys. There are a lot of projects here where they have performed here. Fine. So what I can tell you is, see, here we'll be learning different techniques in machine learning and data science and again deep learning. So the kind of AI that we'll be learning, right? Okay. So where we'll be applying those kind of techniques on the data, and then we'll be finding out something, whether it could be some kind of prediction or some kind of classification or something else. So we'll be learning different things here. Now, this is some kind of retail data, retail superstore data analysis project here. Now you can look at this one. I'll also show you certain plots here. So this is some kind of techniques they have applied here. Data analysis. Now you see analytics, right? See. So this is the kind of analytics we apply. Now again, we also can visualize some kind of data. Total sales by category. And again, see count of sales by category. Again, total sales by subcategory. So count of sales by category. Total sales by ship mode. So look at this one. Ship mode here. So we have different things here. Right? So see, as part of the course, we'll be learning different kind of techniques here. So let me also show you what things we'll be learning as part of this course here. And I'll show you some kind of contents also, guys. Look at this. See, here we'll be starting off with Python, guys. Okay, so Python is the major language in AI today, and we'll be learning Python. So from scratch. So even if you're a complete beginner, need not worry. So we'll be working from scratch here. So first thing is we'll be starting off with Python programming, and then we'll be moving on to the advanced part that is for data science and machine learning. So Python for data science and machine learning. So we'll be learning few packages or libraries in Python like NumPy, which is for mathematical computation techniques here, and Pandas for data analytics or data analysis here. Now, what are the code and everything I told you, right? So shown you, right? So it has been performed using this particular technique, Pandas. And Matplotlib and Seaborn. So the visualizations you have looked at are purely done using this particular plots here, that particular libraries here, Matplotlib and Seaborn. All right. And then see, here we'll be learning different plotting techniques here. So how to plot the line chart, bar chart, pie chart, and again, see some kind of donut chart or pie charts here, stacked bar plots, statistical plots. We'll learn all those kind of techniques here. Then we'll move ahead with statistics and EDA. So where we'll start our discussion with right away from what is descriptive statistics and what is inferential statistics here. So descriptive statistics is where it will tell you the summary information about your data. So what is, happening in the data. But in order to find out why it is happening, see, now I told you what is the reason for loss here. Fine. So in order to understand what is the reason for loss or what is happening in the data and what is the relationship between the data patterns, right? You need to apply inferential statistics techniques here. So where you will be learning measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, skewness and kurtosis, univariate analysis. So univariate analysis means dealing with one single part kind of data. So analyzing one single kind of data. It could be some kind of sales here. Bivariate data. So, especially we go with scatter plot. Now, housing prices prediction. So we have California housing prices prediction data set. So we'll also try to understand that particular data also. And again, probability and again, normal distribution, confidence intervals, hypothesis testing, correlation, and regression. So all these kind of concepts are essential for you to become a professional in AI field here. All right. And then the machine learning kind of things here. So here we'll be learning this particular project, and I'll also make you people work on the Uber Eats project also. Not only Uber Eats, we also have some other project as well. Fine. And let me tell you guys, all these are the real world data sets. So I'll be taking the data sets from Kaggle. I don't know if you people know this one. So, but Kaggle is one of the Kaggle.com. So this is one of the most widely used kind of repository for the people, ML people and AI people. So you can think of it as one of the largest communities for AI and ML data science kind of people. All right. So this one. And again, UCI Machine Learning Repository. All right, University of California, Berkeley Machine Learning Repository. So I'll be taking data sets from these two kinds of sites itself. So all data sets that you'll be working are the real world data sets. It is not any dummy data set. Fine. And you'll be working on the same, and you can project, the same kind of projects that you've worked on in your portfolio as well. Fine. That means in your CVs or resumes, while you attend interviews, right, you can tell them, okay, so for sure that you have worked on this particular data and you have applied these kind of techniques here. Fine. So we'll also have separate sessions on portfolio building. That is very, very important here. So, but coming to the case of machine learning, so as I told you, what is supervised learning, what is again unsupervised learning. So in supervised learning, we do have the concept of regression and classification. Fine, regression and classification. So what are the different regression techniques? Now I told you about prediction, linear regression, logistic regression. All right. So similarly, we do have the concept of different things here. What is gradient descent? What is polynomial? What is overfitting, underfitting? What is bias variance trade-off? Okay. So L1, L2 regularization, and again classification. So we have different things: logistic regression, SVM, KNN, everything, ensemble methods, some kind of advanced machine learning techniques, ensemble methods. Unsupervised learning, clustering. So I told you the retail scenario, right? So we'll be trying to understand this particular scenario. And then each and every see, learning technique, I'll be making you work on a project here. Fine. And then we'll be going ahead with deep learning. So where you'll try to understand what is neural networks here, what are the concept of this different neural networks. And then finally, we'll also, the bonus modules we have is Azure AI ML fundamentals. So, see, today, you should also be able to adapt to cloud techniques here. You should also know how to work with cloud, how to implement this particular techniques on Azure cloud. Especially, we'll be using Azure cloud. So, Azure is making news in the industry today. You people know that one. So, Azure is very popular today. So, I'll show you, how to work with this kind of models on Azure. And again, see, here we'll also be working with Azure ML kind of techniques here, Azure ML Studio, and again automated machine learning. So we have some kind of concept called auto ML.
Vamshi, can you show it on the Azure cloud just for us to get a
Yes,
feel of
yes.
that? Yeah.
Yeah. So here I'll be working workout portal.azure.com. So I'll show you something here. The notification. So 34. Okay. So guys, on Azure, right? So we have, different things here. Let me first show you. See, if you go to the all services, right? See, under the AI and machine learning stack, right? See, Azure and AWS are both the leading cloud players today, and they offer their services in different domains here. And especially in Azure AI and machine learning, right? We have this different thing. And you people know OpenAI. So ChatGPT has been released by them,
I
OpenAI
can't
and Microsoft collectively, right? So
I
we
can't
can
see
make use of, sorry,
I can't see the video.
video. I'm sharing my screen, right?
Yeah, all good, Vamshi. Guru, can you please rejoin? Everything is okay. Vamshi, please proceed.
Yeah. So see, look at this one, guys. So we have Azure OpenAI, just like we can use the Chat GPT, right? So we can also see we'll be working with creating the same chat application here as well under the generative AI kind of project, right? So I'll be showing you how to work, create a chat kind of application, and then we'll also be working with image analysis. So how you can analyze some kind of images here, all right, on Azure. So we can work this kind of thing here. And then I would also request or suggest you people to join in some other kind of session where I'll show you practically how to create this kind of application. Now today we have this agentic AI and AI agents, right? So you people know this one. On Azure, we have this thing here, Azure AI Foundry. So where we can create something. So let me even show you this, not this one, just is loading just a minute. So you can perform many different things, guys. Not only generative AI applications. Now today, agentic AI or AI agents is also making the news, right? So we can also create such kind of AI agent. And if time permits, I'll also show you how to create an AI agent here. Fine. So as part of a course, I mean, we have not launched that particular thing, but I mean, see, after learning our entire course, right? So we'll also work if time permits. I'll also show you. Okay. So meanwhile, what I'll do will try to understand what are the projects we'll be learning. Fine. So as I told you, the Uber Eats kind of project, I'll also give you another project in this space here, like statistics and EDA, exploratory data analysis, we call it as. EDA stands for exploratory data analysis. So it is very, very important as a machine learning engineer or as a data scientist or as an AI engineer that you need to know these kind of techniques here. Without these techniques, you can't become an AI engineer, guys. Let me tell you. And see the retail sales analysis, and then the regression project also, and then the classification project and deep learning case study. And apart from this, as I told you, right, so we'll also be working with Azure project. So on Azure, how to deploy a regression kind of project or a classification project, and again, how to create a generative AI project there. So generative AI application like chat application, which is similar to Chat GPT, and image analysis. Now, I'll also show you that one. So our students also, I mean, they have worked on this particular concept here. Let me show you that. I don't know if I have that one. Let me show you. Think. Will your first agent, not this one. Okay. So they have performed some particular project, guys. I don't know if it is something else, not this one. Agentic AI. Okay, let me show you. I think we have this in this one. Okay. Azure AI. Yeah. So they have done this one. So they have generated this particular image here. So you can look at this one, right? So you people know the Statue of Liberty. Now we have this in, I mean, Pacific Ocean. I mean, okay, so near to the New York, Manhattan. Fine. But they have regenerated this image on Azure Cloud. So they have given a prompt to, I mean, generate the same kind of Statue of Liberty in the busy New York Times Square. You know, Times Square, right? So it's in the busy New York Times Square. I mean, it has, they have given some kind of prompt and they have redesigned this into this way. All right. So you can also generate some kind of images, or you can also put your ideas into some kind of prompt. And again, you can also even generate some kind of a simple video kind of things also. You can also work on that one. All right. So we can perform this particular task on Azure Cloud. All right. So, but it is taking time here. I don't know why. So let me. Okay, no problem. So we can even work on that on a particular day. So let's see. So that's taking some time, guys. So what I'll do, so we'll look at in another day. I mean, how to work with this Azure AI. All right. So what, how to build this particular thing. So because it is taking certain time here, guys, just give me a minute. Guys, can you just a minute. Right. So look at this one. And the other things that we would be learning is after the real-time projects, right? So we'll also be working on this particular support services here. Fine. And what are the target job roles you need to go with? So the target jobs that or the jobs that you need to apply is cloud ML kind of engineer, that is Azure Cloud ML engineer. All right. And again, data scientist, machine learning engineer, and generative AI developer. Find generative AI developer. So these are the things you need to apply. So you will be eligible in order to apply for this particular positions here. And then as part of the support services, right? So post course, so what kind of things will be learning is, so I'll make you understand like how you need to answer in interviews, what kind of your what kind of portfolio you need to design. Because see, in data science in this AI space, right? Designing your portfolio is very, very important here because what kind of techniques you know. Now, someone might know only few techniques here. So some people might know some different techniques here. So what kind of techniques you know, you need to clearly and I mean, see, put them in your portfolio. That is your CVs or resumes or something. All right. Then, I mean, how to build your resume or like portfolio with different projects here and how to design your LinkedIn profile also, how to optimize it. So because today LinkedIn is also playing a vital role in getting in hiring kind of scenarios here. Not only there's the traditional job portals here, so LinkedIn is also playing a vital role. And if in case you want to go with this certification, right? AI 102. So this is making news here. All right. We have certifications from Azure. So we have certifications in Azure AI 102 here. All right. AI 102. So we have this one, AI Engineer Associate here. Look at this, guys. So we have this certification, AI Engineer Associate. So this is one of the most in-demand certification from Azure, Azure AI Engineer Associate. So of course, we also have a similar kind of certification from AWS. Then the fundamentals or the basic kind of certification we also have Azure AI Fundamentals. All right. So this is one. Azure AI Fundamentals. And we have a course on this one. Fine. So in as part of a course, we'll also learn about this one. And this is the practical implementation. We'll be looking at this one, Azure AI Engineer Associate, the practical kind of concepts. I mean, so we'll be working with this on in our Azure sessions here. And this part I'll also teach you what is AI fundamental. So in order to understand about the Azure AI platform, so you need to know what is Azure AI and what are the services in Azure we have and how to work with them. So we'll be completely learning this particular kind of thing. And see, you have $99 for taking this examination. So in case if you are interested also, you can go for this particular examination. All right. And this one requires some kind of experience. But again, see, as part of a course, we'll also be working on this one. We'll be learning this particular thing. I think it is almost all $165 here. Okay. So this is the complete end-to-end kind of concepts we'll be learning, guys. All right. So one thing I would tell you is as part of the course, while learning many different concepts, I'll tell you with real-time case studies, not a vague examples. As I told you, we'll be directly taking data sets from Kaggle and UCI machine learning repository, and we'll be going with that particular projects here. All right, and look how to analyze the data and how to work with them, how to apply different AI techniques on the data, and how to predict something or classify something, clustering something, perform data science kind of techniques here, and on cloud, how to deploy them and again how to work with generative AI or build some kind of chat agent and again similar to chat GPT. And of course, I mean how to create images or something else here. So we'll also be learning those things here. All right. So
Thank you, Vamshi. We'll take some questions from the chat and then we can
yes.
formally close this one. So Sunita is asking, is agentic AI not included in the course curriculum?
So let me answer you guys. See, in order to work with agentic AI, you first need to understand what is machine learning and deep learning. Because as I told you, agentic AI and advanced generative AI techniques involve deep learning techniques. So once you understand those kind of concepts, right, then it will be easier for you to work with that one. Of course, we're planning to launch an agentic AI course very soon. So it will be most
Yeah.
probably in the month of Jan next year. So you can join that particular batch. But again, see, learning, see, having a strong foundations in machine learning and deep learning will really fetch you a good amount of jobs, and even you can see the difference in your pay packages.
Thank you
Okay,
very
so now
much.
other questions.
Rakshit.
Emmanuel, nice overview. Thank you. How do you actually handle overfitting, especially when you have large data sets? See, for handling overfitting kind of issues, we have regularization techniques here. No matter you have large data sets or irrespective of that one, so we can apply regularization techniques. We have lasso and we have ridge regression as well. So we can apply those things in order to find out, in order to avoid them, and in order to better visualize something or go with some kind of regression techniques here. By automating line of best fit and sorting out cluster data, discerning patterns from large data. Okay, Ricky, you're given the answer. Is agentic AI not it? Oh, that is what Sunita am telling you. Fine. Now, another questions. Can we have Python curriculum file? Yes, I'll share you this particular contents. You can look at that one. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you have the timings here. What is difference in responsibility of AI engineers and ML engineers? See, AI engineers, as I told you, they work with generative AI, they work with ML, they work with deep learning. So they might apply these techniques in a different area. Meanwhile, ML engineers work purely with some kind of ML techniques here. So they apply some kind of techniques like supervised learning and unsupervised learning kind of techniques here. So in order to predict something, perform regression task or classification task, clustering kind of techniques. And moreover, in order to perform some kind of regression and something else, they also have to work with different other kind of features here, like feature engineering, data pre-processing kind of techniques here. So how to avoid this overfitting, underfitting kind of concepts here. Fine. So these kind of things here. So they go deeper into that machine learning kind of aspects here. On the other learn, I mean, see, on the other hand, AI engineers will be focusing on generative AI, might be deep learning or something else here. Scikit-learn is very, very important, guys. TensorFlow is also really important. Here we'll be working with scikit-learn. Can my Azure engineering data modeling and architecture be a good asset to better understanding machine learning and other concepts of this class? Really, yes, of course, be. It will be an add-on kind of thing for you. Yes. Any other questions? Do you offer any courses of related to these topics like machine learning? Yes, Sandeep. So this course giving you deep learning, machine learning, data science, generative AI as well. So as I told you, we have a separate course on agentic AI. So next month, I mean, probably in month of Jan next year, are we going to use cloud to train DL model? I'll show you one kind of technique on how you can use DL on cloud here. So on Azure cloud. So DL will be using PyTorch. We'll be going with PyTorch here.
Anyone, any questions? You can unmute and ask. Please feel free to ask any questions. So the cost of the training program is $700, but as the year end is coming and we are planning to apply a special promo for who are registering in next 2-3 days. So this is my number, +6141 2516364. Please message me. And the timelines is going to be 10 weekends and 10 to 11 weekends, considering the holidays and everything. You will be given access to the materials, recordings. Maybe I'll just open my, I'll show you maybe here, no, here, nah, just 1 minute here, just 1 minute. So each and every live class will be recorded and shared here. I'm just giving you an example. So if you pick up a topic like this, so every day you will be having a material hands-on activity. This is more into the data engineering. Similarly, we'll be having the AI ML as well. I think Vamshi is holding this one. AI ML, let's say this one. So here you see that previous batch Azure, so artificial intelligence, machine learning. So fundamentals, the Python is being covered extensively. Pandas, you can see here. Statistics, you can see here. And introductions, supervised ML, Azure. So multiple linear regressions, decision making, supervision, how you are enabling the machines, credit risk, interview question and answers, real-time projects, double click, and then you will be having the projects here. You see here. And then sample CVs also we are going to share. Each and every live class will be recorded like today. So you'll be having the recording and Vamshi is going to give a hands-on assignment for that particular week. So during the weekends, you're going to do the hands-on or you're going to join the live classes. Weekdays, you will be doing the hands-on assignment,
So please, can you show the
guidance given by.
assignment folder?
Oh, it is in the assignment folder.
Yes,
Just one
yes,
minute.
yes. We do have separate assignments here, no, on the top
Yes,
here.
here,
Yes.
yes. This is the assignment folder. These are all the assignments. And she also gives the solutions as well here, especially on the Python and everything. Yeah. Okay, team, and you will be having a dedicated support on the WhatsApp group. I'm yet to create a WhatsApp group, but if you see my WhatsApp, let's say, for example, if I just say November 25, we just started cybersecurity data engineer, and August 25, you see this is a Scrum, this one, and this is the AIML previous batch students. We have 80 people registered, and all people from across the globe, they come and take our training. So, and another good thing is you can rejoin multiple times till you become confident without any extra charges. So here you see the trainer uploaded all the documents. Please find the capstone projects in the real-time projects folder. So you're going to get like a continuous support on the WhatsApp group also. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. So how long is the weekend class? We are talking about 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Okay, of course, you will have 1 hour, 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes break given by Vamshi, and again 1.5 hour with question and answers. We can conclude. So like that, we proceed 2 days on the weekends, Friday night and Saturday night for USA people, Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings for students from India and Australia. Langchain, yeah, I think Vamshi answered that one, Sunita. Yeah. Anyone, any questions? Please feel free to ask. I'm happy to share the screen, everything here. I do get students all parts of the world because our trainings programs are completely practical, hands-on with high quality and a continuous support. You can rejoin multiple times without paying any extra charges. What time on the weekend for USA people? The same time that you joined. We intentionally kept the webinar on the same time. So 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. Texas time. Okay, prices varies from location to location, Randeep, because Australia dollar is different, US dollar is different. US dollar is $700, Australia dollar is $1,000, Canadian dollar is 1,000, and you can pay it in installment. You can pay as you go. Can you list the libraries we will be using? Vamshi, I think you have to answer
Yes.
this.
So as part of Python data analytics, right? So we'll be learning NumPy, Pandas, and visualization, as I told you, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and even Skype also for statistics, actually. And then we'll be moving with scikit-learn machine learning. And then under the deep learning, we'll be learning PyTorch. Fine. So these are the different libraries we'll be learning. And someone has asked, I think Llama Index and LangChain, these are for agentic AI, not as part of this particular course. So those agentic AI is different. And then again, reinforcement learning, we do not have here. See, the course has been aligned to give you a lot of opportunities into this particular field. So once you learn this one, see, I've made this course not just for theory kind of thing. So from day one, you should be in a position to perform your job here, do your job here. All right. So as part of the job, it has been designed in that particular way. So reinforcement learning is not required even for job perspectives. We do have supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Fine. So those things are a lot in even in job roles as well. So the course has been designed on the same lines of concept here. Any specific framework you recommend? See, let me tell you what are the frameworks or what are the libraries we are going with, right? So this is enough, okay, for you to land a job into this particular field. Now, after going into that one, see, once you settle down in your job, you might be working with different frameworks or something else. So as per the requirement they have there. So here we'll be going with Azure and again some kind of libraries as I told you. So that is enough actually for you people. Fine. In order to land your jobs here.
And the team, just for your information, I also run the Telegram channel, and you see here 6,000 people are there. And I'm the admin for this group, and I post a lot of job opportunities across the globe. And we do a lot of free webinars. For example, you see here cybersecurity, and today we are doing the AIML. Tomorrow, same time, we will be doing the data analysis as well, Power BI data analysis. So all those things we post, and along with the job opportunities here, remote jobs in USA. Yeah. And if you want to join this Telegram group, all you need to do is simply click this link. Have your Telegram app and you can click this link. You can also join from your desktop too. And you can see my posts for last 3, 4 years. Yeah, just scroll up. You will get a lot of. There's no junk here. Each and every post is very much valuable. Anyone, any questions? Power BI data analysis, it is starting from 1st of January. It is just only the data analysis, and that is going to start from Power Up. Okay, just 1 minute. SQL, just 1 minute, and then I just show you. This is the one. Yep. From 1st of December, it's a 3-week training program, basic beginner friendly. There is no cloud. So it's going to be the only the SQL part of it and the data analysis using the Power BI visualization tool. And we have, this is from the 1st of December, and we have the cybersecurity training with all the tools starting from tomorrow, 30th of November. I mean, today is 30th of November in Australia. Tomorrow is like in USA, Sunday. So where it is covering the GRC roles, SOC, ethical hacking, penetration testing, completely hands-on training program. And we have the artificial intelligence training program. This is the one that is starting from 12th of December. Okay, team. So good offers are available as a weekend prayer. So on the year-end training programs. So please feel free to message me on my WhatsApp. All of you have my WhatsApp number, +61 41 251 6364. Happy to support. The trainer is Hari. Trainer is Hari. So we have the Power BI data analysis in two ways. If you are looking only for Power BI data analysis, trainer is Hari. But if you are looking for complete the Azure cloud platform, the data engineering and analysis, like a full stack data developer, our own Vamshi is the trainer, and he extensively teaches it completely on the cloud platform. And if you are interested, I will. I think 2 weeks back we conducted two back-to-back webinars on different concepts. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay. I posted somewhere here. Oh yeah, here. But 2 days data engineering and analysis. It started. Whoever is interested, you can. Yeah, I'm just posting in the group as well. Anyone, any questions? Please feel free to ask. All good? So our classes are confirmed to start from 12th of December. So we have 2 more weeks. So you can watch the recording, read the material. You can ask me for any questions, organize a bit of funding. You can pay it in installments as well. Full support will be there from our side, and especially on the WhatsApp or CV preparation, LinkedIn, hands-on activities. So yeah, it's a must-to-have skill. And for everyone, even the project managers, they need to understand what is going on the ground. That's the reason in our previous batch, we have good number of project managers also who registered. Okay, team, any final questions before we close the meeting? Hope you enjoyed, all of you enjoyed. Hope all of you got a good value add for the time that you invested. 1, 2, 3. All good. I assume all of you are good for now. Thank you very much for your valuable time, Vamshi, on this weekend. It means a lot to me and for all the people who joined here. Thanks again. And thank you all the participants. It means a lot to us for joining this hands-on training program. Thank you. God bless all of you. And
Thank you.
whoever is interested in the recording, you can message me on my WhatsApp and I will be sharing the recording. And the recording also will be posted in the Telegram group as well. Stopping the recording. Thank you very much.